Hello students, our today's chapter is alkyl and aryl halides or haloalkanes, haloarenes. Initially starting with some basic terms like what is the meaning of alkyl halide, allyl halide, benzyl halide, vinyl halide and aryl halides. Alkyl halide means halogen is attached to alkyl group, sp3 carbon it is. That carbon can be primary, that carbon can be secondary, that carbon can be tertiary. If halogen attached to primary carbon, primary alkyl halide, to secondary carbon, secondary alkyl halide, to tertiary carbon, tertiary alkyl halide. Important is allyl halide. What is the meaning of allyl halide? In this case, you can see halogen is attached to a carbon which is sp3 and that sp3 carbon is adjacent to sp2 carbon or adjacent to double bond. This is sp3 and to this sp3 halogen is attached. So this is sp3 carbon which is adjacent to sp2 carbons and halogen attached to sp3. So this carbon is termed as allylic carbon and to this allylic carbon halogen is attached, it becomes allyl halide. If we put there OH in place of halogen, it becomes allyl alcohol. Similarly there double bond, adjacent carbons, this carbon and this carbon both are sp3, so they are termed as allylic carbon and here to this allylic carbon halogen is attached, so this is allyl halide or allylic halide. Third is benzyl halide, benzylic halide. In this benzylic halide, benzyl carbon is this which is sp3 and adjacent to benzene ring. This benzene carbon is all sp2 just like here sp2, but with sp3 carbon it is adjacent to aromatic ring. So this carbon is benzylic carbon and to this benzylic sp3 carbon halogen is attached, we say it is benzyl halide. Similarly here this is benzyl carbon which is attached to two other alkyl groups. Degree is changed, it is primary, it is tertiary, right? And this is also overall benzyl halide, tertiary benzyl halide. Third, vinyl halides. Vinyl group is halogen attached to sp2 carbon. This arrangement is termed as vinyl. CH2 double bond CH or you can write RCH double bond CH. This sp2 carbon is attached to halogen. So this part is termed as vinyl group. Which one? This one. Similarly, this group is benzyl. Similarly, this group is allyl, right? So here allyl group halogen attached to sp3 carbon, allyl halide. Benzyl group sp3 carbon attached with halogen, benzyl halide. This is vinyl group. To this vinylic carbon which is sp2 halogen is attached, this is vinyl halide. Similarly here double bond both are sp2 with this halogen attached, this is also example of vinyl halide. Then aryl halide. In aryl halide halogen is directly attached to benzene ring, that is the meaning of aryl halide. Aromatic ring, on this ring directly halogen is attached to the sp2 carbon, this is aryl halide. Similarly here also methyl groups and halogen directly attached to benzene ring, it is aryl halide. If I put halogen there CH2X, it becomes alkyl halide. How? If I put halogen there, it becomes again alkyl halide. It is attached to sp3 carbon, but if it is directly attached to benzene ring, like here it is directly attached to benzene ring, it is aryl halide. Okay. Now next are the preparation of alkyl halides RX. Firstly, from alcohol we can prepare RX. There are several reactions, like first one, anhydrous ZnCl2 with concentrated HCl. In alcohol topic we have already done that part, that is Lucas reagent. It is Lucas reagent. ROH forms RCl H2O. Now apart from this reaction, it is important because it is used to distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Although we can use for more stable carbocation alcohol also, like we can use benzyl alcohol, we can use allyl also, but in basic terms to distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary. Now here with tertiary alcohol After treating with Lucas reagent, it gives instant turbidity. The solution becomes turbid, unclear in the test tube. Secondary give after few minutes, after 5 minutes on heating, and with primary alcohol there is no reaction or turbidity appear after 30 minutes. Next reaction, alcohol to RBR by using NaBr H2SO4. Acidic medium is required because if you merely take NaBr, that means Br minus, and OH minus will not be easily substituted or not substituted by Br minus directly. That is why we take acidic medium here. This protonates the OH, H2O releases and Br minus attack. This is simply reaction where substitution is taking place, nucleophilic substitution. Third, with PCl3 or PBr3, or we can use Pi3 also, maybe yields are affected, that's why in NCERT Cl and Br are given. It forms Rx with H3PO3. Important part is byproduct here also. Then with PCl5, RCl formed. We can use PBr also, but most commonly we take PCl5, we can take PBr5, but due to steric hindrance, preference is for PCl5, and byproducts are important, PoCl3 plus HCl. Remember their balanced equations also. Then we can take red phosphorus with halogen X2, maybe Cl2, maybe Br2, again ROH2, Rx, that may be RCl, RBr. Next reaction with SOCl2, this is very important reaction. Why? Because from alcohol to alkyl chloride, this is best reaction because the byproducts are gaseous in nature, which are SO2 and HCl. SOCl2 in base, that is pyridine, this is OH substituted by Cl plus byproducts are formed, which escapes the system. That means we get a better yield or not the mixture of the products. So it is the most effective way to convert alcohol to alkyl chloride. Next reaction is SOCl2 in dry ether, in ether. Now here remember one thing, if it is not required in terms of mechanism, then we directly write RCl. But if any information is given regarding pyridine and without pyridine, then with pyridine mechanism is SN2, that means inversion of configuration, and without pyridine it is SNI, which is retention of configuration. Intramolecular attack take place, mechanism is not at all important, and priorities for that SOCl2 mostly given, then directly do RCl until and unless any particular information is asked about the mechanism. Then you can use this point that SOCl2 with base, maybe here we can take triethylamine or pyridine, it is SN2 mechanism. That means backside attack of nucleophile Cl minus, but without pyridine it is normally retention of configuration. That means from where OH is leaving, on the same side Cl will attack. That point is less important until unless clearly it is asked about the mechanism point of view, which is difficult for NEET type of questions. Then next is alcohol to alkyl iodide by using Ki with H3PO4. It gives Ri plus other byproducts are formed. Now next is from alkanes also we can prepare alkyl halide. That is, in alkanes topic you have already done that one, which is through free radical substitution, and reaction is monohalogenation. Reaction, general reaction alkane with X2, that may be Cl2, that may be Br2. Most commonly we take Cl2 or Br2. Otherwise, if you remember, the reactivity order of halogen is F2 explosive, highly reactive, then Cl2, then Br2, and with I2 very slow and reversible reaction. In presence of light or heat, one H is substituted by one halogen, alkyl halide formed plus HX, which reaction? Free radical substitution. Remember this mechanism also in hydrocarbon topic or alkanes we have done in detail: chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. So here we are simply doing substitution of one H by one Ca, and in the reaction free radical R radical is formed along with other radicals also. Example in this case, that is propane. We have how many types of hydrogen? We have two types of hydrogen. That's why we get two structural isomers. These two are identical. One H substituted by Cl plus one H from second carbon substituted by Cl. Two structural monochloro products are formed. In next example, we have how many types of hydrogen? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means how many structural monochloro derivatives? There will be 4 structural monochloro derivatives one by one from this position, either of the two. They are identical, plus from second, then third, and fourth. Now these are the 4 monochloro structural derivatives, and we can find total also. If question is like total isomers, first will not give any stereo, second will also not give any stereo, but in third there is a chiral center formed. That means it can be dextro, it can be levo, and fourth one also will not participate. So if the question is how many monochloro structural derivatives, 4, and if the question is total monochloro derivatives, then consider from this structure 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 5 monochloro derivatives in total. If it is structural, 4. Next is again a reaction in hydrocarbons topic. It is covered already, that is from alkenes we can prepare halo compounds. Like here, this alkene I am taking unsymmetrical. Addition of HX, if you remember, addition of HX is through carbocation formation. H plus add there, what is formed? CH3 plus charge carbocation. On this carbocation, X minus will attack from both sides possible. So here I am writing general reaction RCHX. This is a major product formed because always more stable carbocation intermediate is formed, and which is attacked by the X minus. X minus means that can be from HI, HBr, HCl. Most commonly order we use is HI maximum, then HBr, then HCl, then HF. Next we can prepare by halogenation. This is halogenation reaction of alkene. In that case, a cyclic structure formed just like this one. In this case, the cyclic structure intermediate is like this. So better is if you have any doubt, quickly revise the notes. This type of cyclic intermediate is formed with charges. Then from the back side another X minus attack, that's why here mentioned via cyclic intermediate formed, and this is anti-addition. This is anti-addition takes place. Better is, if any doubt you have, go through the mechanism from hydrocarbon topic. In alkenes in detail each reaction is covered. So by alkenes we can prepare halo compounds treating with HX, Markovnikov addition takes place, or by halogenation. Now next reaction is Finkelstein reaction or iodine exchange reaction. In this case we take alkyl halide, that may be RCl, RBr, in presence of NaI and dry acetone. This reaction is purely SN2. That is why which degree alkyl halides are preferred? Primary alkyl halides are preferred, that too not bulky ones, like neopentyl halide is not suitable. With secondary halide, best reactivity. With tertiary, no reaction. So here X minus leave, I minus will attack, Ri formed, plus NaCl or NaBr formed. NaCl, NaBr precipitate out in acetone. That is why reaction will shift in the forward direction. It is irreversible reaction. Works well for primary halides, and with tertiary unreactive, with secondary less reactivity, because we know SN2 reaction more hindrance increases, less will be the reactivity in the substitution. Fifth reaction is Schwarz reaction or fluorine exchange reaction. In fluorine exchange reaction we take alkyl halide, that can be RCl, RBr, Ri, with AgF in H2O. This follows, H2 is there, this follows SN1 mechanism. Although mechanism is not required, these are direct reactions which are useful for conversion. When you do some questions, multi-step synthesis, then such questions are asked. Remember, these are halogen exchange reactions. One is Finkelstein, other one is Schwarz reaction. Plus here what is formed? AgCl or AgBr or AgI. AgCl white PPT, AgBr pale yellow, light yellow precipitate, AgI dark yellow precipitate. These are the two halogen exchange reactions. Next reaction is Huns-Dekker reaction. Before that, some other metal halides are written, Hg2F2, CuF2. These are given in NCERT also. To remember, they also can be used here in Schwarz reaction. Then next reaction is Huns-Dekker reaction. In this reaction, we take carboxylic acid finally to alkyl halide with one less carbon. How the reaction proceeds? It is carboxylic acid with moist Ag2O or AgOH. OH minus will take H plus and we get a salt, RCO minus Ag plus. Then next step is with Br2 or Cl2, it generates free radical, right? CO2 released and Br attacks. So here it forms RBr plus CO2 plus AgBr, okay? So here in this case free radical is formed, R radical combined with Br radical. So remember, in directly it can be written also like first step moist Ag2O, second step Br2 or Cl2 heat. With I2 generally ester is formed. Example, acetic acid with AgOH. What is formed? CH3COO minus Ag plus. Then with Br2, CO2 released and Br substitutes here. So here it becomes CH3Br plus AgBr plus CO2. These are the preparation reactions of alkyl halides. Next are the chemical reactions of alkyl halides. Firstly, before starting proper chemical reactions, we should understand two mechanisms, SN1 and SN2. Starting with SN2, that is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. That is alkyl halide. If I put there X, it becomes alkyl halide. I am writing general reaction so that you can use this general mechanism in other topics also. So here it is leaving group. Now in SN2 mechanism, which is bimolecular substitution, when leaving group departs, then simultaneously there is a backside attack of nucleophile, which is here, it attacks from backside. So what we do in simple way, we substitute leaving group by nucleophile. That is the nucleophilic substitution. Are you getting? Leaving group, that is X minus leave and Nu minus attack. That is the simple reaction. Yes, mechanism we are doing, so we understand it, that when leaving group departing, simultaneously backside attack of nucleophile takes place, and that is the transition state form. Bonds are cleaving of leaving group. If you put their halogen, it becomes X. It is leaving, that means Cl minus will leave or X minus leave. That's why partial negative charge. Nu minus simultaneously attack from opposite side. That is why new bonds are formed. This is breaking, this is forming, and this is a transition state. And in this case, or in this transition state, carbon is sp2 hybridized. It is trigonal bipyramidal. Still it is sp2. Such informations are important when you solve any other material from coaching institute also. Sometimes these questions are there. So that information may be useful for you. Then when finally leaving group depart, the nucleophile that time form complete bond. This is the product here, which is inversion product, means where leaving group is departing, from the opposite side nucleophile form bond, that is inversion product. Now some points from this mechanism. It is a single step process and nucleophile attacks from back side, and which inversion takes place? Walden inversion takes place. Then rate of the reaction is equal to or directly proportional to concentration of alkyl halide or any compound which we are taking here, RLG, alkyl halide, if you put halogen, into concentration of nucleophile. Here both concentrations are involved, and it follows which order kinetics? Second order kinetics. As steric hindrance increases, stability of transition state decreases and rate of reaction also decreases. You can write these points, or you can mention in your notebook time of the video, so that you can again go through that part later on. Then reactivity order is primary fastest, then secondary alkyl halide, least or no SN2. Remember, no SN2 for tertiary. Reason is heavily sterically hindered, then it will preferably go for elimination reaction. And reactivity order Ri, Rbr, Rcl, Rf. If we have same R group and halogens are different, fastest will be for Ri. Why? Because it is from leaving group ability of I is better as compared to other halogens. Next point, electron withdrawing groups increases the rate of SN2, or resonance also, resonance stabilization also increases rate of SN2. More stronger is electron withdrawing effect because it stabilizes more transition state. Then polar aprotic solvent. Remember, in solvent topic you have written several aprotic solvents like DMSO, acetone, DMF. Revise that part if you have any doubt. polar aprotic solvent favors SN2 reaction. Then strong nucleophiles also favor SN2 reaction. Strong nucleophile quickly attack from backside. So characteristics, these are some points of SN2 reaction or SN2 mechanism. Now on the basis of SN2 mechanism, these are the reactions which we are going through now. Alkyl halide RCH2X, right? X minus will leave and nucleophile is substituting X minus. X minus leave, first leave with NaOH. OH minus substitute, X minus what is formed? RCH2OH. Here I am writing R dash CH2OH. Then second reaction with RO minus, maybe we can take here CH3O minus or C2H5O minus. X minus leaves, strong nucleophile substituted, it forms R dash CH2OR. Third, CH3S minus acting as nucleophile, that is the product formed. Fourth, this is Grignard reagent. When Grignard, if you remember, it's a polar covalent bond R and Mg. Carbon is having negative charge, not pure negative, but yes, we treat it like carbon ion, but it is a partial negative charge. This acts as nucleophile, X minus leave and CH3 minus attacks there, it forms alkane. This is important reaction because from alkyl halide with Grignard also we can prepare alkane by SN2 mechanism or SN2 reaction. Then next reaction is important, which is with KCN or NaCN we can take. KCN is strong electrolyte. It dissociates like K plus Cn minus, in which carbon is having minus charge. The major product is that carbon attacks on the carbon from where leaving group is departing. This carbon forms bond, that's why we get CH2CN. That means we are getting alkyl cyanide as the product. Next reaction with silver cyanide. Again important reaction. In silver cyanide, due to weak electrolyte it is, there is a covalent bond exists between carbon and silver. That means nitrogen attacks first and major product is carbon, then nitrogen is attacking there and carbon is there. That means isocyanide product is formed as a major product because nitrogen attacks first in case of silver cyanide, whereas in strong electrolyte KCN, carbon attacks first and we get major product alkyl cyanide. Similarly, in next example, KNO2. In this case, K plus NO2 minus O is minus charge, O minus attacks first and we get CH2ONO. Whereas in AgNO2, nitrogen attacks first and we get nitroalkane as the major product. Then next is normally carboxylate ion, O minus attacks there, X minus leave and we get OCO CH3. That means ester is formed. Then next reaction is with NaI acetone. That means it is Finkelstein or iodine exchange reaction, X minus leave and we get alkyl iodide. Then next reaction is LiAlH4 and here it is hydride donor, H minus substitute I minus, it is reduction directly RCH3 formed. Then if we take phenoxide ion pH O minus Na plus, we can write also X minus will be substituted by OPH, that means RCH2OPH. Here we can take, we can also think about Schwarz reaction. If I write here this one with AgFH2O, it gives R-CH2F, that is fluorine exchange reaction is also possible. Although it is H2O, so we can say it is SN1 mechanism, but still it is nucleophilic substitution. Now next is the SN1 reaction, because we are talking about nucleophilic substitution. So this is previously we did SN2, now this is SN1 reaction. Basically what happens in SN1 reaction? This is substrate. Now in this case, in first step, leaving group departs and a carbocation intermediate is formed. This carbocation intermediate is planar. In the same plane all atoms comes. Then nucleophile, which is here weak nucleophile. SN1 mechanism is favored by weak nucleophile. This nucleophile can attack from both sides. It may attack from the front, it may attack from the back side. That is why here we are getting two products. If chiral center is not there, there is no need to write two products. Why? Because here I am maintaining the stereochemistry. That's why important point arises, which is a racemic mixture. Theoretically, we say a racemic mixture is formed, right? First step, leaving group departs, carbocation formed. That carbocation can undergo rearrangement if possible. This concept already we have done, and you also remember that carbocation wherever is formed, it can undergo rearrangement if possible. So here, after the rearrangement, if it is possible, nucleophile attacks from both sides and we get theoretically racemic mixture. Now it depends on the question. If they are talking about racemic mixture, this, that, then racemic mixture is formed. And if any information is given, more inversion, less retention, then we go for more inversion, less retention. Why? Because when this part carbocation is forming, leaving group still available with minus charge, therefore it blocks the front part from where nucleophile attacks, plus leaving group still available. It is just like ion pair formed. Then nucleophile more attacks from back side and less attacks from front side. So slightly more inversion product, less retention product, which is practical aspect. Racemization increases if a stability of carbocation is increasing. More is the stability of carbocation, more the mixture is towards 50% dextro, 50% levo, right? So it all depends how the four options are framed. If they say among these options which will give racemic mixture, and if you are finding all will result into chiral carbon, then go for that option where you are getting a highly stable carbocation that will be more towards racemization. Right, now some key points are two-step process. First step, carbocation, leaving group depart, carbocation formed, rearrangement is possible. Then in second step, nucleophile attacks from both sides and racemic mixture is formed as a product. Second point, rate is directly proportional to concentration of substrate. If I put there halogen, alkyl halide concentration, it follows first order kinetics, and reactivity order will be tertiary, secondary, primary. Why? Because tertiary gives more stable carbocation, then secondary, then primary. It is general order. If some more stable carbocations are given, then they will be even more faster in SN1 reaction. Some other points, Ri maximum, then RBr, RCl, RFY, because I minus is a better leaving group as compared to others. Then which solvent favors here? Polar protic solvents like water, alcohol, acetic acid, we can take amines, they can favor, we can take thiol also, they can also favor. Then weak nucleophile also favors SN1 mechanism. Why? Because a carbocation is formed and then weak nucleophile attack. If we take strong nucleophile, then chances are there that simultaneous attack of nucleophile takes place and reaction will go for SN2 mechanism or elimination is possible. Then another important point is aryl halides and vinyl halides. If you remember at the beginning of first part, we have done aryl and vinyl halide, that halogen is directly attached to sp2 carbons, here in the ring, here in the double bond. That is why there exists a partial double bond character between halogen and carbon, and that is the reason aryl and vinyl halides are less reactive towards both SN1 as well as SN2 reactions as compared to alkyl halides. So they are very less reactive, or generally we do not write any product with aryl halide and vinyl halide if we do these reactions. Example, it is tertiary alkyl halide, aqueous AgNO3. Aqueous medium means it is clearly SN1 mechanism. Ag will take Cl, AgCl formed, and from the water solvent, water will attack here, Cl leave, OH is there, alcohol formed. Similarly here, H2O is taken, what is the reaction? Cl minus leave, carbocation formed. This carbocation can undergo rearrangement, and what is the rearrangement? Rearranged carbocation, methyl shift takes place, plus will go there, and that is the intermediate form. Then OH will attack and we get alcohol as the product. So this is the part of SN1 mechanism. Now next are the elimination reactions of alkyl halide. Mainly it is beta elimination through E2 mechanism. E1 reaction is not important for alkyl halide. Why? Because it follows similar mechanism like SN1, carbocation formed, and then in next step we get mixture of products, substitution as well as elimination. That is why we mainly talk about beta elimination through elimination by E2 mechanism, that is bimolecular elimination reaction. Now how reaction proceeds? Alkyl halide, the carbon from which leaving group is attached, this carbon we mark as alpha. Adjacent both side beta carbons. From alpha carbon leaving group depart, from beta carbon base will abstract hydrogen. So here it is a single step reaction just like SN2, but here we are doing what? From alpha carbon leaving group depart and simultaneously strong base abstracts beta hydrogen, double bond formed, like this type of this type of transition state is formed. Leaving group departing, partial bonds are present, their double bond is forming, their CH bond is cleaving, and base and hydrogen bond is forming. In short, from alpha carbon leaving group depart, from beta carbon hydrogen, and there is no rearrangement. Why? Because there is no carbocation formation. And finally we get alkene. Now remember, Sidsef alkene is formed as a major product and Hoffmann alkene is minor product most commonly, because Sidsef alkene is more branched or more substituted alkene. And if you remember, more branched alkene generally through hyperconjugation are more stable, and that is why Sidsef alkene is more branched alkene is formed generally as a major product. Now if we have a bulky base, in bulky base the tendency is to abstract beta hydrogen from terminal carbon. For which one? For bulky base, the tendency of a base is to abstract the beta hydrogen from terminal carbon, not from the internal one. In such cases, Hoffmann alkene is formed as a major product. So some reagents involved. The reagents are strong bases like RO minus in alcohol. RO minus indicates it's a strong base present. If only alcohol is there, it is not strong base. Then we can go for substitution reaction as well as what is possible, elimination. Important is strong base. Here another important is alcoholic KOH whenever given. Clearly it is a beta elimination or dehydrohalogenation. Dehydrohalogenation, which is removal of HX from the molecule. Another reagent is NaNH2, strong base. Now reactivity order is tertiary, secondary, primary. For alkyl halides, second order kinetics followed, strong bases are required. Generally, Sidsef alkene is formed as a major product. Now example here, in this case we are taking CH3O minus. This can act as a nucleophile as well as base. Now it is secondary with crowding. Now, basically the major product will be from elimination. Now in elimination there are two possibilities, alpha carbon and how many beta carbons? 2. If left side beta participates, double bond arises, this is the product. If right side beta participates, these are the two elimination products, in which this one is major. Why? Because it is resonance stabilized product. Second one, in second example, here we have a tertiary butoxide, which is a bulky base. CH3O minus, ETO minus, they are normal bases. Bulky base, that means firstly we mark the alpha carbon leaving group and how many beta carbons? 3. Now among these three, which is sterically least hindered? This one is sterically least hindered. Bulky base will approach sterically less hindered carbon, take its beta hydrogen, and double bond is formed. That is the product. With bulky base, Hoffmann alkene is formed as a major product. With normal bases, any of the beta H will participate and we get more branched alkene, that is Sidsef alkene as major product. Then next reaction with alkyl fluoride. Remember, with alkyl fluoride we get generally which alkene? Hoffmann alkene as major product. I will try to explain it, that here this is alpha carbon. Now fluorine is a weak leaving group among the all alkyl halides, and it is strong minus I also. So this reaction follows some other mechanism which is even CB type. It follows, it is E2 reaction but with high even CB character. That's why mechanism is not important. I'll simply make you understand. Alpha carbon and there are two beta positions. Now here firstly it is strong withdrawing group, second that it is a weak leaving group. So before leaving of the leaving group, that is F minus, from beta position, more acidic hydrogen is taken by base. Now between these two beta, which hydrogen is more acidic? This is more acidic hydrogen. Why? Because with this carbon, one more R group is there, that means plus I group. So which is taken by base? This beta hydrogen. When H plus leave, carbon ion form. Now this carbon ion forms double bond and weak leaving group or poor leaving group departs. So that is the reason with alkyl fluoride, we always firstly remove which beta hydrogen which is more acidic, and the transition state is carbanion type, then double bond form and F minus leave. So remember it that with alkyl fluoride we get Hofmann alkene as a major product, but at the back of your mind it should be clear that carbanion type mechanism is followed. Okay, so these are the chemical reactions of alkyl halide. Next we talk about the formation of Grignard reagent from alkyl halide. Now next is reaction of alkyl halides with metals. Important is formation of Grignard reagent. Alkyl halide with Mg in dry ether. It gives a very important organometallic compound, that is Grignard reagent RMgX, carbon with metal bond, organometallic compound. This is very important for the reactions. It can be used to prepare alkanes, we can prepare alcohol also. Already if you remember in aldehyde ketones we have used RMgX, in alcohol also we have used, even in the hydrocarbons alkane preparation. So right now I am talking only about the acid base reaction, that Grignard reagent with any compound which contains acidic hydrogen, undergoes acid base reaction with Grignard and it gives alkane as the product, or here whatever R group is there, R minus will take H plus. Remember this R here is partial negative charge, not a pure, it is a polar covalent bond, not pure ionic bond. It is a polar covalent bond, carbon negative, then other part we can say is positive, Mg is positive, and this minus will take H plus RH formed. NH3 contains acidic hydrogen because this C minus is enough basic. It takes H plus from second one also, third one also, carboxylic group also, terminal hydrogen of alkyne also acidic in nature, and here this hydrogen which is active methylene carbon, it is also acidic in nature. They all will result into formation of alkane with Grignard reagent, which is acid base reaction, right? Then next is Wurtz reaction, alkyl halide with sodium metal in dry ether. It is symmetrical alkene formed, R combined with R plus NaX. Now this reaction is covered in hydrocarbons, where the mechanism, two proposed mechanisms are there, free radical as well as ionic. Both are possible, but mechanism is never asked. Remember one thing, symmetrical alkanes are formed by this reaction, not suitable for unsymmetrical alkanes, because if we take unsymmetrical alkanes, we get mixture of the alkanes as a product. Another point, methane cannot be prepared by Wurtz reaction. Why? Because we take 2 Rx. If 2 are there minimum, then definitely it will be minimum C2 possible. Other point is Rx should not be tertiary, preferentially primary, max to max secondary. With tertiary, elimination reactions also proceeds. Example here, in this case 2 moles of this compound form radical, maybe this radical combine other molecule like this one, these two radical form, or one carbon ion form, other will be SN2 reaction. Both are possible. In short, R combine with R, and when they combine the product will be this one, because Br leave, and for the sake of getting answer we can simply think that radical if formed they undergo bond formation. Are you getting? Or other point, one carbon ion formed, it will attack on the other alkyl halide just like SN2 reaction. Other one, within the molecule there are 2 halogen present, so intramolecular Wurtz reaction possible. These both will leave radical formed and we get the product like this, which is a bicyclo compound. right? So you can revise these examples from Wurtz reaction in hydrocarbon chapter. Okay, so these are the chemical reactions of alkyl halides.